right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and a great tasting we had here with our friend Emilio from Joseph Drouhin, the owners of Dreyfus Ashby. This is one of the big boys in Burgundy, and well, they own several hundred acres. Half of them are in Chablis, and we started in Chablis with this tasting, and we started at a very high level here with the Bourgogne Grand Cru. When you start a Burgundy tasting with the Grand Cru, you got to end with the Grand Cru. So thanks, Emilio, for bringing the 2007 Clos Vougeot. And you know you're getting extra to Wine Watch tasting, man. I brought an older vintage of the Beaune Clos de Mouches, the 1988, which was the star of the show. Well, it got the most votes for first place. Anyways, the Bourgogne's also outstanding. This wine showing that very distinct minerality, that seashell kind of briny character that you get from that Kimmeridgian soils you have in Chablis. And even better on the second day, this wine showing hints of acacia flower, lemon, lime, citrus. A really bright and focused wine on the tongue. This wine's got lovely richness and that minerality kind of adding a creaminess to the texture. And this wine just sang with a smoked trout dish that Tony served with a lemon caper vinaigrette. Wow. Wonderful length in this wine. Even better on the second day. Most excellent juice. And the best value in Burgundy, Grand Cru wine at under $100. This is $81 at our tasting. Wow. The Joseph Drouhin Meursault showing that lovely, rich fruit that Meursault does have. One of the three top villages in the Côte de Beaune for whites. That candied lemon, a touch of oak spice, showing the little nutmeg here. Good amount of juicy fruit on the tongue with a nice hint of spice on the finish. Wonderful balance. These 2013s already drinking nicely. Excellent juice. The Polini Montrachet showing the class and that limestone minerality, the wet stones and white flowers, lime Jolly Rancher candy fruit, lovely intensity on the second day. Even though these 2013s are showy, they are still very young. Bright and focused, lots of minerality here, a solid core of fruit, excellent example of Village Polini. All right, on to the Côte de Beaune, which this is an appellation, a lot of value in light and easy drinking style. These 2012 showing good structure, but this wine already soft tannins and a nice little touch of spice and earth at the end. Very good juice. Chambertin, one of my favorite villages, and it's not about how big the wine is, it's about how much nuance it has. This wine, light raspberry and strawberry fruit, floral notes, a lovely silky texture here. These 2012s already drinking nicely, but have wonderful balance, and this wine showing that spice and nuance of the Chambertin appellation. Very good juice. The Santenay to me have a bit of a animal-like quality. It's got lovely cranberry fruit, and like I said, these 2012s already very showy. This is a vintage that a lot of people felt needed time, but the style of Joseph Drouhin making these wines all that more enjoyable and drinkable. We had 2013 vintage Gevrey Chambertin. I don't know how that snuck in there with all of the 2012s, but the 13s showing a little bit more fruit, I think, than the 12s in some case, and a bit of a Sauvage note you get from Gevrey Chambertin, red and blackberry fruit, and really nice velvety texture here in this wine. It has some tannins here on the finish, but like I said, the 2013s even a bit more forward to me than the 2012s, even though they've got a year on them. The 2012 Von Romane, this is one of the highest level village wines there is, and this wine's got a lovely amount of red berry fruit, silky smooth tannins, wonderful freshness, and a lovely spice and floral quality on the finish. Excellent juice. On to the Beaune Clos de Mouches. This is one of the most famous vineyard sites the Joseph Drouhin family owns, and it is Premier Cru, but still, this is 2011 showing the class of this vineyard. The 2011 vintage not considered great, but drinking really nicely right now. Silky smooth tannins, lovely red berry fruit, a gravelly minerality you get here, and really lovely silky tannins. And you could cellar this wine as we did with the 1988 vintage that I brought out from our cellars, which was the crowd favorite. This is a vintage that had a lot of tannins to it. The 88s took a long time to come around, but this wine finally starting to shed its tannic shell. A good amount of light red berry fruit, a hint of spice and floral qualities coming out. Very complex in layers. Still some tannins here present, but definitely mellowed nicely and nice freshness and balance. Most excellent juice at $300. Not that expensive for a Premier Cru from '88. It's that old. 2007 Clos Vougeot. This wine's showing a nice amount of earth here, some truffle and spice, and the tannins, though, silky smooth. This is another vintage that drinks beautifully right now, like the 2011. Doesn't need a lot of time. Even the Grand Cru level 2007's showing very well, but this wine drinking at or near its peak right now, in my opinion. Lovely balance here, lovely class, excellent juice. That's what we had to drink with our friend Emilio from Dreyfus Aspey from Joseph Drouhin portfolio of Burgundies. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.